Welcome back. I'm Rain, and I'm joined by Sutonia, and we'll be commentating Asteria, Concord versus Project Mayhem. So Project Mayhem warped their fleet in at range of 50 kilometers with the Oneros, double Orthus, double Stratios, double Prophecy, a Vexer Navy issue, and double Vexer. Sutonia, can you introduce the Asteria Concord team?
Yes, so Asteria Concord have bought double Fleet Typhoon, Aneris, Hugin, double Magus, double Arbitrator, Purifier, and the Punisher, and they've all come in at staggered ranges between 30 and 50 kilometers.
So the match will be getting underway, assume within a minute. We'll see the 30-second countdown shortly. But Project Mayhem had banned both the Blackbird and the Kitsune, and Asteria Concord actually brought their comp where they won against rejection of Sov with Blackbirds. So I'm assuming Project Mayhem kind of read into that and did not want them to be a comp that they were already clearly comfortable in.
Yeah, it's kind of strange that they banned ECM though, just because of how heavy how drone heavy their comp is. They have double Stratius, double Prophecy, Vexer, double Vexer. Those are ships that are don't really care about jams too much, although they do have the Aneris that does. What I do find really interesting is the double Orpheus with an Aneris. That is kind of a weird choice to me.
Yeah, well, those double Orthuses with their missiles could actually clearly take out the Asteria Concord support, whereas these drone ships could actually probably focus on some of the bigger ships. That would be my initial guess. I'm not quite sure how accurate that would be, but we do have 15 seconds now on the clock before the match starts.
Yeah, so those Typhoon fleet issues actually are cruise missile fit. They don't have rapid heavies. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. They have a lot of consistent DPS, but it's kind of weird. It'll be interesting to see what those arbitrators have. Do they have missile disruptors? Because if they do, these Orphuses could be in trouble. If they just have turret tracking disruptors, then they're probably going to be fairly useless in this match.
Yep, so those Fleet Typhoons and the Punisher actually burning in as the I want to say heavy and light tackle. Punisher obviously going first and being primaried first by Project Mayhem, because obviously you don't want him to get on your Oneros, because otherwise your Oneros is then stuck for those Fleet Typhoons shortly after.
Yeah, he seems to be tanking quite well, though does have a Nearest representative. We've seen Magus of Tomek taking quite a lot of damage now. Nearest almost entering armor for Basaya. It'd be interesting to see if these Cruise Typhoons can kill an Nearest with an Afterburner. It looks like he does have that heated AB there. And this it could be a micro warp drive. Let's see, we're going to damage split quite a bit. Nearest Hugin Magus all taking damage.
Yeah, so the Oneros on Asteria Concord is not doing too well. You can see the swarm of drones right on top of him. Those Fleet Typhoons did look like they have smart bombs, and they were trying to smart bomb the Project Mayhem drones as they were coming in, but obviously was not enough because their Oneros is down for Asteria.
Yeah, so Orpheus is in structure now. It's going down. Those armor tanked Orpheus is not known for tanking too much, especially if they want to do damage. We do have a web on the Aneris now. Heavy new on the Aneris. Can these Fleet Typhoons get through this Aneris? Because they need to get through this Aneris quite quickly, or I think they're going to lose this match against this drone all-in. Hugin now primary for Project Mayhem.
Yeah, and even though Project Mayhem did ban the Blackbird and the Kitsune, we can see the ECM effects on them, and that is actually due to ECM drones. So while you can ban a ship, you can't really ban the EWAR drones. The Hugin for Asteria Concord now being eliminated. That's those long-range webs as well as those target painters off the field. Looks like they're going maybe for the Punisher next.
Yeah, the Nearest is entering low structure. He's not micro warp driving, so maybe the new pressure from those Fleet Typhoons, or whatever's muting him, is starting to take effect. The Nearest is down now for Project Mayhem. It's a really close match, 29 to 28. Purifier now going down for Asteria Concord, Iskra X. Be interesting to see how long he can survive for. And Fleet Typhoon in half armor now.
Yeah, so Asteria Concord has to act quick now that they got rid of the Oneros. They have to pick off one by one the Project Mayhem ships to try and catch up to what Project Mayhem was already doing to them after they primaried their Oneros.
Yeah, we see it tracking the disruptor on a Stratos there. It's not going to be too useful. Might as well save the cat. Vexer tackled now on the Project Mayhem side. Stratios is scrammed and webbed. See Magus and Punisher taking damage. If they get rid of Fleet Typhoon, I think that's going to be a huge deal, though. Just one Fleet Typhoon left and maybe double Arbitrary, double Magus. Don't really have the DPS that's required to get through these ships, and they don't have any sustain left. Oh, the Typhoon's tanking quite a bit, though, with his ancillary.
Yeah, and these, I believe these Typhoons are actually sitting on top. Yeah, they are sitting on top of each other. And so, oh, well, now he died, but it looked like his teammate, Ninja, and the other Fleet Typhoon, was actually trying to smart bomb all these drones away. So while they did kill one, they may not have enough DPS to kill another. They will have to either use another flight of drones or maybe try and scoop them if possible.
Yeah, so one advantage of the Stratos is it actually can field five flights of heavies with that huge 400-meter cube drone bay. But the Vexa Navies and the Vexas, however, do have very limited drone bays and probably won't be able to field any more flights once they go down. Saying that though, Ninja Utu's going down.
Yeah, the smart bomb isn't doing, I would say, isn't doing enough. You think he just cleared off a flight of drones, but he still has drones on him. It also, I believe oh, he's using his drones, his Warrior 2s, to actually pick off these drones that are sitting on top of him. And he's still in structure, but he's trying so hard to live. And if he can do it, while the rest of his team picks off the Project Mayhem team, then he might be able to make up for it. Though it looks like all they managed to kill was a Vexer for a Fleet Typhoon, which is not a good trade at all.
Yeah, and they did lose their Punisher there. That Punisher, the only real fast tackle they have left, maybe the Magases can go and tackle stuff, but they kind of want to stay around this Fleet Typhoon to make sure he gets links.
Yeah, so Project Mayhem, I think, may have this in a easy, I don't want to say easy victory, but may have this in a victory as the second Fleet Typhoon now goes down. Obviously, those Arbiters and Magases have somewhat of an attack bar, so they're not completely worthless on the field, but I don't believe they will have enough to actually finish off Project Mayhem.
Yeah, double Prophecy, double Stratios, Vex and Avish, Vex and Orpheus left against these four somewhat support ships. I think Project Mayhem have got this one secured in the bag unless, barring any applications to habitual Infuasia happens.
Yeah, so see the double, I would say Newts and Nos both on the Magases. I would assume those maybe come from the utilities highs of the Stratios or the Prophecy. They do have a lot of tackle on them. You see scrams and webs on the Stratioses. So those tracking disruptors, which probably aren't going to be doing too much. They're picking away. They're trying their best. They're not immediately boundary, which I guess is a positive note for them that they're at least trying.
Yeah, they're trying to just get how many points they can get with these Megases and Arbitrators, or it doesn't count for anything aside from making them look cooler and manlier as they get eliminated from AT-15.
Yeah, and I mean, any kind of, I want to say, damage you can do to your opponent, actually, so they would still lose the ISK. So if you destroy their ships, or if your ship stays alive long enough, you still get to keep it, as well as any loot you scoop. But first Magus down, second one will be following very shortly. They did not manage to break any of the remaining Project Mayhem ships. They were way too tanky.
Yeah, I mean, it's always nice. If you're going to go down, you might as well go down swinging and take as much with you as you can. Unfortunately, I don't think they're going to be able to take anything else, as the last ship on Asteria, Concord, goes down.
Victory to Project Mayhem, and we will see them, I believe it is tomorrow, whereas Asteria is out of the Alliance Tournament 15. And with that, we'll send it back to Apophany in the studio.